We live.
All right, Shalom. The brothers here for Great Millstone, Atlanta. We want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh,
By
Ba'ashem,
yeah, Shad, by
Yahweh,
Shem,
Ba'ashem, Double honors to the apostle of this Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim out there pushing the word of sincerity and the truth. Yeah, we wanted to, shed light on this lesson pertaining to the Lord, basically opening our imagination. And it first starts with the spark of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. That understanding, has been graced upon, certain men to understand this word, and believe on it and walk it, we're gonna pull up the definition of imagination, because when you think about these different and you see these different people in the world, they don't see past Babylon, man. They don't see anything forward from America. A lot of these individuals have a minuscule mindset. They're subject to their city. They're subject to their state. That's the farthest that they see. And if they have an image in life, what is it? A 401k. It's a pension or a retirement plan. It's a house that's purchased. They finally pay their mortgage off and they get to live with their family, up until the point of their death. The Lord never desired for us to live that humdrum, fucking monotonous type of lifestyle. He envisioned his people to basically, have dominion all over the face of the earth. That's why Israel was known as the princes of the power, you see, which is the highest form of, positioning. To be a prince of God, you're pretty much a god, as it is written in Psalms 82 and 6. But Esau, he through his witchcraft and sorcery, he has suffocated and suppressed the imagination of us Israelites. First starting with slavery, beating the image of the Hebrew out of us, beating the image of Yahweh Shah, beating the scriptures out of us, and teaching us that plantation Christianity, which has done nothing more but debased us in this captivity. So we're going to get into some scriptures, to showing that the Lord has awakened. The first thought of the awakening is the imagination, the image, the embracement of Yahweh Shema Shai. First starts with the knowledge, and believing in that knowledge and really envisioning the kingdom, even though we don't see it through what? Hebrews 11:1, faith. All right, so I'm gonna read this one scripture. Of course, anything you want to say, jump into it.
God.
But Matthew 13:14, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. For this people's heart, which the heart deals with the mind, that's what they say, the imagination, that's where the imagination lies, man. In the mind. But the scriptures speak about, for this people's heart is waxed gross. Isaiah the 60th chapter backs that up, how gross darkness shall be on the people. All right. And their ears are dull of hearing. And that goes to what? Spiritually retaining this information. All right. Because something that's dull is not sharp.
Right.
When you think of somebody that's sharp-minded, they catch on fairly quickly. Majority of our people are dull. They like dull blades. This truth is, you should be working towards being fit for the master's use, as it is written. But Jake is unfit, man. That's why the scriptures refer to him as reprobates and rejects. You see?
Right.
But I'm gonna continue on. Oh, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, even you mentioned that, like, being the truth, the Lord has given us wisdom. You mentioned the word dull. Being dull is like being docile. And like having wisdom makes you witty. You know what I'm saying? You have a wit about you. You're real quick to see things, and you're quick on your feet, you could say.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay, I'm gonna jump. It's breaking up just a little bit. Hopefully, the lagging will stop. You can hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, just lagging a little bit. Okay, but I'm gonna continue on. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. Lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But that's a big but. That but is another word for between. Blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men, uh, for verily, uh, for verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men. Are you saying something? It has a echo
It has
to
a
it.
lag.
I didn't know if that was. Yeah, that lag is it's killing me. But I'm gonna continue on. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. You see, so that is key. Is the Lord bringing this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding unto us, like I said, through faith and walking in this faith. And that's why even in our walk, you have to meditate upon godly things, man. You got to meditate on the kingdom of heaven. You got to use your imagination. The Lord didn't give us this imagination to give us all these different scriptures where it speaks about Jerusalem being decked out, glistening, being paved with gold and all these different things, the image of the kingdom, the image of the people, the state of Israel, the true state, not these with the Jew. That's not the state of Israel, man. The state of Israel when it's going to be actually, established, where it's going to be the elect and all Israel is going to be righteous, man.
Right.
Can you truly imagine that? To be honest, we go only so much.
Right. And even so, why it's so pivotal that the Lord gave us our imagination back is to understand and perceive as well as that the scriptures speak, man. It's like when you read Revelation, 21, can you really envision that to the best of your ability and really believe in that? Because the cliche saying, okay, brother said the sound is popping like popcorn.
My brother said that.
Yeah, hold on, let me check 1 second. Let me check something real quick. All right, that should be better though.
It's still staticky a little bit. Try it again. Or keep talking. I can only hear when you talk.
Nah, it's popping. It's like popping on my end, but it's all good. Nah, it's popping. It's like popping on my end, but it's all good. Yeah. Here, you go ahead, Barzal. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was the main thing on the scripture. You have something you want to bring up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the main thing.
Yeah, I'll bring out. I wanted to bring out this Jeremiah real quick. Jeremiah 17:4. It says, "If thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage, I give thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever." The reason I want to bring that out is because, like we read in Matthew, they perceive, but understand not, things of that nature, because the Lord ultimately took that spirit away from them. Understand and be a visionary. And a lot of Jake in our time, they don't even believe that they're a part of a royal lineage because they've been beat down so much, and their heritage is just through. the way they perceive things is just gone. That's what oppression and depression have done to our people. But it's all ultimately it was from the Lord. But He's given the imagination back to the prophets. So when we get our imagination back, we can paint the picture to the people now. And that's how we draw people in. You know, you got it, bro.
Yeah, and that's why even the apostles always speak about it, as well as brothers, that we got a lot to look forward to, man. You shouldn't have that scripture speak about lifting up the feeble knees, or the feeble hands. You should be in the mindset of walking uprightly. It tells you in the book of Ecclesiastes how basically a righteous man's eyes are in front of him. You should be always looking forward, to the next day and progressing. Even though we're in Babylon, we're in captivity, and we know that Esau is wearing us out, we still have something great to look forward to, which is the kingdom of heaven. This is all temporal. We know it's temporal because we believe in the words of the truth. All right. And we know, hey, part of the imagination is this being a nightmare, man. When you think about, understanding the concept of, the mind, the mind could play, tricks on you. You can be in certain places within your mind, and that shit can keep you in a slump, man. Like, for instance, a lot of imaginations happen when you're asleep,
Right.
Because you're in a meditative state, where you can actually access a lot of things, and really a lot of nightmares, man. Well, nightmares take place, when you're in that position too. And this whole thing, captivity, has been a freaking nightmare. And the scriptures speak about in that in the book of Psalms, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, it was as if they dreamed, man. You see? And it's matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up real fast, because I want to read that second. I wouldn't want to misquote the second part of it. Yeah, Psalms 126:1. It says, "When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. And then they said among the then said they among the heathen, the Lord have done great things for them." You see? And what's those great things? The kingdom, the blessings of the kingdom. It even speaks about that in Psalms, if I'm not mistaken, 140, 148 to 150. Let the saints be joyful. With the sing aloud, with a two-edged sword in their hand. And basically praises within their mouths. You see? And why would we be doing that? Because that's a form of rejoicing and overcoming the enemy and having the victory of them. Now, we don't have the victory at this appointed time, but we have to, first and foremost, believe that we're going to have the victory, because it's already written, man. And a lot of people, they can't continue on because they stop believing.
Right.
Their imagination starts to get suffocated and they get conformed. All right. The scripture tells you in the book of Romans, the 12th chapter, to be transformed. And it also speaks about the renewing of your mind. All right. So it all deals with mindset, having that perfect, polished mindset, so that you can continue to go forward. And we're going to see all these different things manifest. The scripture speaks so much of things manifesting. Something that manifests doesn't happen at that appointed time. You believe on it, and then later on, it actually shows its shows its presence. You have something you want to go into? Pastor Paul? You can hear me?
No, brother, you good? You got it.
Oh, okay. All right, so
yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
It's just this lag is bad.
Yeah, it has a pretty bad lag your way. I'm gonna get this other word. Well, I'm gonna get this scripture. Matter of fact, this is Hosea 3:1. Matter of fact, I just jumped to the point. Verse 4: For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim. Right, and that's, when we lost it all, man. Speaks about a time where the virgins fell asleep. We got thrown in our captive state. Our minds got perverted and pushed down. Our thoughts got suppressed, highly suppressed from this devil. And see, this devil is it boils down to Esau, man. He's done things deliberately to make it where we don't have visions of the kingdom of heaven, man. He's poison our food, poison our water, so our pineal gland is clogged up. He put barium all throughout the barium oxide. He got chemtrails that's descending to us. Why is he doing all these different things? Because he doesn't want us to get the kingdom of heaven. And he does ultimately starts now from believing. He doesn't even want us to believe on Yahweh. Because what is it written? He that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. And that deals with the image, the image of the kingdom of heaven. Because, I remember Apostle Gabar went into that, how Yahweh is a righteous idol. Man. The word idol just means image. So we had spiritual positive image that we looked up to, Yahweh Shah being that. He's the image that we should be looking up to, man. But it says, afterwards shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their power and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. Right. It takes a high level of belief to do that. Even believing in reincarnation, that takes a level of imagination. How many people really have the mindset, the mental faculties to perceive that they were here on the planet Earth, multiple generations, multiple times, and as well as believing on, the Lord building multiple planets for the elect. It's so much, I'll say, dimensions within the scriptures that a lot of Jakes can't get, man. Because the scriptures, even though it's a simple book, as it is written, it's plain to the holy, it's still stumbling blocks to a lot of Jakes, because Jake's been a captive. Niggas been in slavery too long, man. You see? You have something you want to bring out, or you still might be lagging?
That's right. I got a precept for you, brother.
If you want, I can read it.
Yeah, it's still a lag.
Yeah, it has a look.
But I'm gonna bring this precept out. Just let the spirit go. But this is Ephesians chapter 4:20, and I'm gonna read swiftly. It says, "But ye have not." It says, "But ye have not so learned Hamashiach." Verse 21. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. Verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Verse 24, and that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. So the reason I'm bringing that out is because you have to be renewed in the spirit of your mind, all right, in order to perceive these things, all right, in order to regain your imagination, okay. And I had that word imagine on standby, and it says in the etymology, it says to form a mental image of. A lot of individuals out here, like we've been speaking on, like the heritage has been beaten out of Jake. We've been so suppressed and depressed by the self-proclaimed white man, the Edomites, for so long that a lot of Jake can't even have their own form of mental thought anymore. Everything that they think of has like been Esau pulled out the hard drive and put a different disc in there and put it back. And it says to sculpt, carve, paint, decorate, and embellish. The Lord set up Esau, I would say, to beat out the creative thinking that Jake possesses within himself. because Jake is the most creative being on the earth, man. That's why you have so much creative music, creative ways of playing sports. Just everything we do is so unique because we had a inclination, which is the natural tendency to be so just different because of our creative faculties and our minds be sparking. But the thing that Esau to beat out of us, a lot of the Jakes, is the imagination of the scripts and the spirit. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I brought out Ephesians. You have to be renewed spirit in your mind and towards how about Shai in order to even envision the things that the Lord is speaking about here. Like that's why a lot of Jake out there be like, oh, Noah's Ark, and those are fables to him. When those things actually took place, in a spiritual eye can see that this is real. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I read these accounts, I don't call them, oh, we read the story of Noah or read the story of, you know, let's say,
Jonah.
Moses with the, splitting the sea. Those are historical events, is what I call them, because these things actually took place because we have that spiritual cataracts has been taken off of our eyes to where we can actually imagine these things actually happening. You got it, bro.
Those they live glasses. Where you can see things clearly, even though most people, walking on in darkness. And did you have another scripture? Because I'm gonna probably just close with it just for the sake of it's a little staticky, And did you have anything else you want to bring up? You hear me?
Nah, bro, you got it.
Okay, I'm gonna get this up on Colossians. This is Colossians 3:1. If you then be risen with Yahushua, seek those things which are above, for Yahushua sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. Right. So the things on the earth, it really doesn't even take an imagination to really understand the things on the earth. And most things that Jake want, like I said, isn't beyond Babylon. The Lord wants us to think past this captivity, man. This is a place of punishment. The Lord didn't intend for us to be riding 2020 fucking Mustangs, man. And live in the hottest parts of the city. That's low level. All right. The scriptures speak about in the book of John how the Lord reserved planets, man. Galaxies. When you see these different you see Esau when he does his studies on these different galaxies and planets and things of that nature. What he always says, oh, these are so and so light years away. It's so far out that they have no way of actually coming in contact with it. But you have intergalactic vehicles that be zipping from place to place, and Esau knows that. Hell, the government just came out and spoke about UFOs being true, disclosing more information on these different UFOs and things of that nature. But it takes a belief. It takes a mental, like I said, being mentally sharp, not that dull part of the dull mind. It takes a mentally, spiritually, sharp individual to catch that and retain that and believe that. All right. But and what all the other things that entail with the kingdom of heaven, because it's not just like I said, planets. There's gonna be women in abundance, women servicing you. All right. Esau in captivity, because a lot of Jake can't even imagine this fucking white man being in slavery, man.
For real.
They hear that part and they be like, oh, these niggas crazy, man. How y'all gonna take down the greatest military on the face of the earth? The white man took down the Asians, he took down XYZ. It's not gonna happen, Jack. That's all a lot of Jake believe. But guess what? The Lord is gonna return, and we believe that, and we have faith in that. And when he's coming, he's gonna take this devil out of his power seat, man.
That's it.
So I'm gonna end it with this Revelation 21. Unless you want to bring something else out.
I'm just gonna bring out Hebrews 11:1 out, and you got it. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Oh, so Salaki, what?"
You go ahead with that, Hebrews 11.
Okay. Hebrews 11:1, it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So it's simple and plain as that. You have to have some type of vision in order to have faith, man. Straight up. You got it, brother.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of these different scoffers try to come against us. And you know, what do we always say? Man? At the end of the day, it's faith, man. We just believe it. All right.
Right.
A lot of people try to make it seem like we're blind faith. It's blind faith, you know, or we're brainwashed. All right, we'll believe what you believe, and we're gonna believe what we believe, man.
Exactly.
Scripture speak about being fools for Yahweh Shah's sake. We ain't always got to prove point. You know, of course, the scripture speak about defending the faith, and it speaks about proving all things. But just like Apostle Arby said, man, we don't have to go to these black conscience online on their platforms to you know, try to convince them otherwise. This is a personal conviction, man.
Right.
This is personal. This is a personal thing. All right. That's why the scripture speak about let not the incredulity of them trouble you. That incredulity is the unbelief. And they're gonna die in their false imaginations. A lot of these niggas, man. They have the image of Babylon. They have the image of America, or Kemet, or Islam.
Mm-hmm.
You see, or being a social media icon. Those are all images, but they don't have the image of Yahweh Shema to hear His word. But I'm gonna get this in Revelation 21, Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem. Yep, it's going to be a renewed Israel. Can you really fathom that? No,
Right.
no more nets, no more gas stations. You know, with Jake fucking you know, selling drugs and no more gang banging, no more Crips bloods, all this, no more black on black crime. Not even a little bit. Not
Right.
just ain't talking about a 2% in the universe. Talking about zero.
Right.
Every year there's gonna be zero murders, black on black murders, black on Latino murders. Can you really imagine that?
Right.
A lot of Jake. But it says, and I John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High shall be with them, and be their power. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. No more crying, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. You see, these are what we're living at is the former things. The scriptures speak about the fashion of this world fadeth away. So everything that you even believe in, the image that you hold on to, which comes in a form of a stronghold, you know, all those things are going to be ripped away, man. You know, or basically torn asunder from judgment. Because Yahweh Shah, when it speaks about how he's going to wear many pink crowns and every knee shall bow, he's going to literally break down the image that you believed in. When you see these supersized chariots, it's going to be, all right, you know, what is it, unanimous. All right, it's not going to be an opinion on what religion is true.
Right.
What image, you know, is the true image of the Most High. Because, that's nothing, the image.
Right.
The image of Yahweh Shah. Being a supersized so-called black man. You know, but, you know, that was the main point. Anything you want to close out with?
God, dude, hey, you just hit it on the head because, you know, I mentioned Revelation 21 in the beginning. You have to have a spiritual eyesight to even believe in anything. Like you said, it's no point of us trying to prove this. It's just, hey, we'll see when it comes to the end of the day. That's why we have the 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, where it says your work should be tried by the fire. We'll see who's right at the end of the day. And we'll see, you know,
right.
Oh, y'all just believe in some fantasy fairy tale. All right, we'll just have to see. You know, you got it, bro.
But you know, that was really the main point. hopefully, your brothers was edified. We're gonna end by giving all praise, honor, glory unto Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Afakadash.
Step on to the apostle. That was a great millstone. Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.